So, in this simulation, I would say first we lack of resolution, but also we really missing that muddy, viscous lava look to it. So let's go increase the resolution first, put 0.07, and let's go into our flip solver, volume motion, viscosity, and we're gonna enable viscosity. Let's check viscosity by attributes. So we can create this into sublevel. Let's go after our subdiv nodes and let's bring a point up. We're gonna call this viscosity and we're gonna put this into pink for some reason. Let's dive inside it, up, and let's bring a turbulent noise. And let's plug that into our color. So we can see the noise. Let's jump to simplex noise. Let's bring the amplitude to 30. Let's increase the frequency to 2. And let's add a little bit of roughness. Here we go. Let's keep going and bring a bias node, which I'm going to use to contrast the noise, because I really don't like a binary black and white noise. Let's drop a fit range to make sure we are not dealing with some crazy values. And let's bring binding spots to create our viscosity attribute. Let's plug this in and let's put a multiplier to this attribute. So I'm going to drop a multiply, a parameter, which I'm going to call mult visc, and I'm going to set this one to 100. So very strong viscosity. Let's now make sure our viscosity attribute get transferred to the flip source. So let's take this one and let's go back to DOP and simulate this. So we can see a lot of change, everything sticking together, everything kind of muddy. So viscosity attribute is working fine. The only issue I'm seeing is all these individual particles sliding off. And the reason for this is all these particles have zero value into viscosity. So let's fix this by going back to our point warp, fit range, and let's put some value into the minimum destination. So very small, we're gonna go 0.006, just to say every point have some viscosity to it. And here we go, problem fixed. So let's visualize our viscosity attribute. So we're going to go to guide, from speed to values. Let's remove this one and create a black and white ramp. And let's choose viscosity attribute. And now we can see our viscosity. So the first thing I'm seeing now is the viscosity attribute is a static noise, and basically the animation of the snake is just passing through it. You can see, yeah, so the mesh is just going through the noise. So let's fix this by doing a wrap. So gonna drop a time shift and a delete channel. Let's put 0 and let's use a point deform. So we're gonna need the mesh to deform, static mesh, and the animated mesh. And here we go. So now viscosity attribute is moving with the snake and everything is good. Let's go back, trying to simulate this, and yeah, here we go. So let's start putting some color uh, into our lava. So red, yellowish, yellow, and let's actually make a first. Let's make a first flipbook of this and see what we get. All right, so start to look like something. So viscosity is good, and we can keep going.